Okay, so here are the main characters you need to know about. Number one, you've got the DRC, the Democratic Republic of Congo. They are the second largest country in Africa, and you want to know something crazy? They are actually considered the richest country in the world in terms of wealth in natural resources. Not just in Africa, the entire world. They have a staggering $24 trillion worth of untapped natural resources. So why the hell do their streets look like this then? Well, let's go deeper. Second main character, you've got Rwanda. And in 1994, they experienced one of the worst genocides in modern history, with 800,000 people being unalived. And this is where characters 3 and 4 come in, because that genocide came when two groups in Rwanda, the Hutus and the Tutsis, went to war. Both these groups are native to Rwanda. The Tutsis are traditionally cattle herders and were the minority in the country with about 14% of the population. But despite this, they governed Rwanda at the time where Belgium was still in colonial control of the country. You see, the Belgians, they favored the Tutsis. They gave them power, education, and positions of privilege over the Hutus, despite the Hutus being the majority and making up about 85% of Rwanda's population. Now, eventually, the Hutus, they rebelled, and that led to Rwanda's independence from Belgium in 1962. But now that the roles were reversed and the Hutus were in charge, one of Africa's longest wars began, and it culminated in that genocide that I previously mentioned. Many of those Hutu extremists fled into the Congo, which is also where many of them remain till this day. Now, that's a really important detail because since that genocide, the Tutsi Rwandan government has constantly invaded the Congo since then, using the justification that those Hutus who committed the genocide and then fled there, well, they are still a security threat and need to be eliminated. For months, one of the rebel forces, allegedly backed by Rwanda's government, M23, well, they are in the Congo right now, capturing towns and pushing deeper and deeper into the country. And why it's currently making headlines around the world is because that M23 rebel group, well, they just took control of Goma. That is the Congo's biggest city in the east, which is also the part of the country which is most rich in resources. And it's at this point where we introduce our even more controversial fifth character, the West, and many other countries outside of Africa. Because those resources inhumanely and often illegally extracted from the Congo, well, they are bought and used by some of the brands we use every single day. Cell phones, electric cars, TVs, fridges, and I mean, the list goes on forever. Simply put, we in the West and much of the world, we would not function the same way without the resources from the Congo.